That's why I always just keep a smirk. Oh, hi. Wendy, would you like to start us off today?
Yes. So I know you're really excited about getting ready to listen to Ron LeGrand. Well, stop your excitement right now because he hasn't shown.
That's Ron's apparently having some technical difficulties.
Or memory issues.
And the tease is not giving you the answer during the tease.
That's right. That's exactly right.
But it's okay. We can talk about just about anything.
That's right.
That's right. Well, thank you for joining the Active Income Passive Wealth second show of the day. We are Carolina Capital Management. Our website is carolinahardmoney.com. We are lenders in the Southeast. If you're thinking about borrowing money, go to our website. Again, carolinahardmoney.com. Click on the, what is it? Apply now.
Apply now. Yep.
And then if you're a passive investor looking for...
we need to get you cards.
What are you?
No. If you're looking for passive returns by being the bank, click on the Accredited Investor tab. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. We like this to be interactive as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a comment section to the right or underneath, depending on the platform that you're viewing from. By the way, we are going to be a part of the Cash Flow Expo coming up February 18th through the 20th. There'll be more than 30 speakers. There's a link that you can go to register. It's probably the least expensive education you can get.
That's all right.
Less than $100.
Right. And you get the recording.
And the recording
great
is
value. Yeah.
come with it. If you obviously can't spend 2 days.
That's right. That's right. It'll be great.
Mm-hmm.
So
incredible.
We're going to discuss AirBNB right now.
No.
No?
We can if you want to. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. You're the Airbnb person.
Well, is Airbnb dead right now? Is it like, are you able to find product to Airbnb? And is it even staying booked?
Well, here's what's really funny is literally as we're sitting here, I just got a booking for one of my Airbnbs.
Okay.
So, I'm really, really excited about short-term rentals and how the growth is happening. And so here's what's really good.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we've got breaking news. And I would like to bring on a very, very special guest. He is here.
Awesome.
I'm going to say goodbye and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Yay!
There he is.
Ron.
The legend is here. How you doing, Ron?
Can't hear you.
Oh, no. He's working on it. Let's see.
All right, can you hear us now? Scott, would you mind putting Ron back into the green room and talk to him about getting his
Help him get his
speakers
sound back working.
situated?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's awesome. So I'm really glad he's here. So really what the tease was going to be is that legends start at zero, right?
Yeah.
Everybody
Even
starts.
legends,
Yeah. Everybody starts at zero. And Ron is in our Collective Genius group, and we have the pleasure of actually getting to be in the same room with him and learn from the master. I could tell you so many people that I know not only got started in the business with, from what they've learned from Ron, but continue to be successful with the education that he gives out. It's just absolutely amazing.
Every now and then, someone's born that burns a little bit brighter.
That's right. That's right. And it's him. Ron, can you hear us now?
I don't think you can.
I think the answer to that question is probably not. So he's starting to work on he's working on his equipment there. But, one of the things we talk about when we're trying to get started in the business is, where do you start? What's the first step that you take? How much education do you really need to get started? I think the biggest thing that people don't do is they don't take that first step out of fear.
Yep.
they become education junkies.
Well, everyone we talk to, I mean, education is important. I'm not never
Absolutely
going to
it is.
downplay that. But you know what everyone we talk to says, education's great, but you just really don't have an opportunity to apply that or really learn the deep stuff until you do a deal.
That's exactly right.
We talked with a guy a couple of weeks ago. I mean, that was like, you know, he spent like 50 grand in education and didn't do a deal. Finally did a deal, and it was terrible. He lost so much money. But from that deal, he learned so much, and now he's on a trajectory, you know, of wealth building. So, you know, education is great. It's a good foundation, but
Yeah.
you have to do something.
Yeah.
Now, part of the reason he lost money is because the person he was doing business with ripped him off.
Well, you know.
So one of the main lessons is do business with people you know, like, and
That's
trust.
exactly right. That's exactly right.
But he did learn about that. So
Ron, can you hear us now?
yes, no,
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
you're looking good though.
Ron, can you hear us now?
I can, indeed.
Oh,
There it
Awesome. Awesome.
sorry about the technical issue.
Technology, huh?
You're looking good though.
Ron, can you hear us now?
I can, yes.
Awesome. So there's a serious delay.
Yeah. And so the last thing I'm going to say, Ron, is that your camera is looking at your lap. So if you'll push it back up so we can see your face. The last thing I'm going to say, Ron, is that perfect. The camera is looking at your lap. So
We're going to try to fix the feedback that's going on with you as well.
We got a sound problem, folks.
We're going to try to fix. That's right.
you know what? We really appreciate that you're on, and I hate to waste this time, but you know, maybe we need to book you for another time, and then we'll go in there.
There's not enough time to learn everything that we need to learn from him.
We'll do a video and get on a phone call to make sure that we have the settings right on the next one. How's that?
That sounds good. Learn everything that we need to learn from him.
We'll do a video and get on a phone call to make sure that we have the settings right on the next one. How's that?
I agree.
All right.
Love you, Ron.
Thank you, Ron. See you soon.
Folks, this is the joy of doing stuff live, right?
Yep.
I love it. Yeah.
Who can tap dance?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question about Airbnbs. And we're talking short-term rentals. It doesn't have to be through the Airbnb site. We're
That's
just gonna
right.
talk
It
about
could be
short-term rentals.
VRBO.
That's right. So we call it short-term rental.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get stuck on the Airbnb, but it
So
really
do they
is
have to
short-term.
be in?
Well, here's what I think is cool. And here's where I was going before Ron just so rudely interrupted us by showing up. So one of the things that I've really discovered yesterday, and I don't know why it took me so long to understand this, is I've been talking to other landlord friends of mine who have long-term properties.
Mhm.
And both of the two that I just talked to yesterday have 3 people each that are not paying the rent. They have, you know, several properties, and they each have at least 3 people that have not paying the rent. One, since for the past 9 months, has not been paying rent.
Yeah.
So short-term vacation rentals, not an issue. It gets paid. So most of the properties that we have, we're renting them on 30-day stays, because when we upload them onto these sites, we give a hefty discount if you're going to stay for 30 days.
Yeah.
We want to make it attractive. For hefty for me is 18 to 21% is really what we're giving off on that. And I'm amazed at how full we stay from these 30-day, month-to-month stays that people are coming in. I've got, you know, out of 11 that we have, there are 3 of them are month-to-month stays for more than 3 months at a time. One of them's for a year. That's
Well,
kind of cool.
And I know it says short-term vacation rentals, but that's a myth. It
Yeah,
doesn't
take
have
the
to be in a
vacation
vacation place.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Talk about some of the best places to have short-term rentals.
Well, I
and
like
how to
the small
select them.
town. I like the small town. In fact, that's what I'm going to be talking about on the webinar that will be going on. And I think it's February 6th, it's February 5th or 6th. I'll get that for us before we leave when I let somebody else talk and I can pull up the website on it. But I'm going to be talking about investing in small towns. That's what it's a gap. You know, you go to Charlotte, which is real close. There's a ton of short-term rentals there. In Rock Hill, I don't have as much competition here. You know, you pull up Lancaster. You know, who's going to go to Lancaster? You'd be surprised at how many people go to Lancaster. Family reunions, traveling workers, whether it's nurses or construction workers, and you know, funerals, weddings, all kinds of things happen in those smaller towns. And people think, oh, well, if I have a short-term rental, it's got to be on in a vacation type area.
Yeah, or somewhere like that has a appeal to it. That is, you know, Charlotte has, you know, downtown Charlotte, Whitewater Center, all these different things. Looks like Ken asked a question. Do you have them all fully furnished?
Yes, and that's a great question. So can we do fully furnish them? And fully furnished to me is going to cost me about $5,000 to $7,000, depending on what I put in there. So when I'm buying beds, I buy that bed in a box on Amazon with the metal frames. They are absolutely comfortable. In fact, I even bought one for my own bed because they were so comfortable in the Airbnb, and they're cheap. They're you know, $300-400. They're really, really inexpensive. They sell them at Sam's and Walmart too, but they're a little more expensive when you buy them there. So if you buy them online, they deliver them. It's just so easy. The other thing is the sofas that we buy, in every unit. I want to at least get 2 people in every bedroom, but I also want to be able to sleep people on the couch. So every couch is a sofa bed type couch. And you know, I might spend $500 or $600 on that. It's pretty cheap. And then, you know, we peruse yard sales, and I always go to discount places that sell lamps and just little funky things that, you know, you normally wouldn't put in your own house, but they look cool in an Airbnb.
Yeah.
So
it looks cool when you stay there for a few days or a month.
Yeah. So we furnish them, you know, pots, pans, coffee makers, coffee, all of that.
So, you know, knives, forks, all that stuff. And you don't have to buy that stuff new. A good place to go to get that kind of stuff
is our mother's house.
is to go to estate auctions, because a lot of these companies are auctioning off, you know, somebody who's passed away. All their stuff. The antique dealers are out there getting
off the stuff, not the people who passed away.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay,
The antique dealers are there to get the antique stuff. But if you go in there and you're just looking for plates and cups and knives and forks, you're going to get that for next to nothing, because that's kind of how they value it, because it's not antiques that they're going to be resold.
Okay, yeah. I have the website for this webinar that we're going to be doing, and it is www.irarocketfuel.com. So it's irarocketfuel.com. That is the website that you can actually go to sign up for this webinar, and I'm pretty sure it's free. We can have up to 200 people on it, and it looks like it's getting close to being booked. So give that a shot. I see Scott's put it over in our chat. I don't know if did he make a banner for it yet?
Not yet.
He's not that fast.
It'll be up here shortly.
That's the cash flow
cash flow.
Yeah,
Expo. We'll
yeah.
be at that, yes.
But anyway, go ahead. Did you want to talk about something else? Yeah. Did you want to bloviate? You got 6 minutes to bloviate, Bill.
So, because I want to go masticate.
Yeah. I don't know that I put that on.
That means lunch.
That's chewing.
Listen, folks, if you have enjoyed this showing, this viewing, this video, this live thing, then you're our tribe, because this is just a great example of how anything can happen when you're doing a live show, and you know you're either going to go through to the end, or you're going to quit.
By the way,
we're going to force you to quit, or you're going to endure.
We're hoping.
let me give you a little piece of advice. If you want to be successful in real estate, you have to learn to be flexible.
That's right.
and you have to not be worried about changes in the market.
Mhm.
And
That's right.
so
Changes in the room.
that's right. So just take it as it comes and
And laugh along with us.
take advantage of the opportunities that
That's
are
right.
handed to you at the time.
That's right.
So just a little bit back on the Airbnb stuff.
You won't let it
No,
die.
I like that space, and the things that you're looking for when you're purchasing a property for this use.
Yeah.
Number one, can you long-term rent it at a profit? Because if it doesn't work out for short term,
Oh, that's number one.
you
Yeah.
want to make sure that
Yeah.
you have an exit strategy.
In every one of ours. That's the first thing we always do, because the short-term rental is the gravy.
Yeah.
You know, if it works out for short-term rental, yay. And usually we're doubling what we would normally get for long-term rent. And that's after we've taken out the cost for what we're doing.
Now, so when you do short-term rent it, so let's say like an investor buys this with a hard money loan or a loan from a private lender, whatever it is, and they want to short-term rent it, and they do that. How do they exit that loan into a long-term loan product? Can they?
Well, there are companies out there that are doing short-term. I couldn't tell you who they are because I don't know.
Yeah, they were doing short-term rentals prior to COVID.
Yeah, and now it's
So-
changed a
So
lot.
I don't know if they're
Yeah.
still doing them or not. I've seen people advertise for them.
Since COVID, though, have your bookings increased, decreased, or stayed the same?
Well, COVID actually, as soon as COVID hit, the first couple of weeks, we got cancellations on everything.
Yeah.
And I mean, literally,
Well, they were
Right
locked
after-
down in their house.
yeah,
So-
right after those first 2 weeks, we were booked, not booked for the future, booked instantly. And we stayed full. It was actually April, May, June were our biggest months ever.
Really?
It was
Interesting.
amazing, just amazing, constant back to back, you know, in and out. And it's still just rocking and rolling right now.
So
We had people that
If
were
you're-
quarantined that had to come. Sorry.
sorry. So that's a reason to,
Mhm.
at least you know you got 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who is a month to month kind of short-term renter? And that would be contract nurses.
Mhm. The traveling nurses.
If your home is close to, let's say a power company,
the
a
shutdown.
hospital.
Mhm.
It used to be universities, and that'll come back depending on who's open and who's closed. But there's a lot of people that are there for a month or two at a time.
Yeah,
They don't
happens
want
a
to
lot.
stay in a hotel.
Yeah.
People are always dying, and people are always getting married.
But yeah.
So
But
you're
not
gonna.
in our Airbnb.
So
Not
what I'm saying is, people are. It doesn't matter how big the town is. People are still going to come to these
That's
places.
exactly right. That's
Funerals
exactly
and
right.
weddings are very popular.
That's exactly. And what are their options for hotels?
Yeah.
And if they're in a smaller town, what is their hotel option?
I don't know. I heard they were doing Zoom funerals now.
Yeah, that's true. We've
Yeah.
actually been to one. So yeah,
Now, if they had their druthers, they'd rather be there. Well, a lot of people don't like going to funerals.
I don't know.
So
We've
that's an
saved a lot
excuse
of
to
money
do
on
the Zoom.
travel.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's an amazing option, and I hope you will go to irarocketfuel.com and learn about how short-term rentals work. The reason why the word IRA is in there is because we are going to touch heavily on how you can use your IRA to help finance it. So you don't want to miss that.
Excellent. So we're at the top of the hour. I know it was an
Finally.
exciting, fast-moving show with a lot of unexpected twists and
That's
turns.
right.
That's right.
Thank you so much for joining us on our active income, passive
Comedy
wealth
show.
show. We are Carolina Capital Management. We are lenders in the Southeast. If you are interested in borrowing money in the Southeast, go to carolinahardmoney.com and click on the borrower tab. The apply now tab. If you're an investor looking for passive returns, go to the accredited investor tab. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget, hit the bell. Don't forget that we're going to be on the Cash Flow Expo, and we're going to run that link one more time. I really suggest you do this because, again, the least expensive education you can get.
Yep.
Anything else?
And that link is also over in the chat too.
Yeah.
So if you open up your chat,
and,
you can just copy and paste it.
You know, Wendy's always doing her
Wednesday with Wendy. That's right.
Wendy. So click on that as well.
Yep, that's in the chat as well.
All right. You guys have a great day. Jonathan's going to go masticate.